Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach, we were at a soiree at a mansion hosted by a man named Marston. I located a secret door behind another bookcase, surprisingly enough. Ended up in what seemed like a pretty dungeon-like room with a bunch of vats. It was eerily familiar to what we found in the Tower of Wisdom basement in Deepminster. It was being guarded by one of the clones of Thundara, the Countess, what have you. And Tomas and I took care of the vats, but instead of being explosives, they were filled with more clones of Thundara. We sent them to the Abyssal Plane, and hopefully they won't cause any trouble, but hopefully we also didn't accidentally massacre a bunch of innocent lives. Either way, Gorbel and Pinwin were able to capture the other two clones outside the mansion. And when Tomas and I got back to the dining hall, it seemed like everybody had dropped dead of something, except Scipio.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Hello.
That's right, we're back and we're better than ever, maybe. Who knows?
Let us know if we've gotten worse.
Please do.
I definitely have. I've been on the downhill since we started.
Cashing them paychecks.
Yeah. 1 penny at a time.
No return on investment at this point.
Fame changed me.
It made me poorer. We are a weekly 5e actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Tomas, I play Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure, and we are currently sitting at the lofty episode of number 79.
Nice!
No, I said 79.
Yeah, it's like it's
Nice.
10 away.
I get it.
Yeah.
From shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right, that's it for today, folks. See you next week.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.
No, we 79. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking episodes.
Is it?
It is.
All of them are at least an hour long.
Yes.
Most of them much longer.
Much longer.
Where's our Emmy?
It's in the mail.
Man, how long have we been playing this game, this specific campaign?
This specific campaign, like just slightly over 2 years. We started in January 4th of 2018.
I just mean gameplay hours.
Oh, hundreds of hours for sure.
Over a year ago, we were at hundreds of hours.
Yeah, we were at like over 200.
Which
Damn.
is so wild.
It's a lot of time.
To think about.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's weird
We
that we're
should
going to
stop
start
talking
a
about
new one, you know?
Yeah, after spending over 2 years on this one, and then, I mean, probably some more months before the end of this.
yeah, but how many
last
times have
arc.
people like just re-rolled Skyrim?
Yeah, that's true. We should just
people are
stop
just
now
still
and start a
playing
new campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do a Khajiit wizard. I'll be back, guys.
Before this, I didn't D&D.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It had been a hot minute since I had done the D.
Yeah. And when we started, Elijah had only played like two sessions ever. Lindsey and Michaela had never played before. I had played not too long before we started to kind of like, but it had been like here and there, like because I wanted to get back into the swing of things. But yeah. And then you two, obviously, we played the Rokugan campaign for probably a year, I think, twice a week. So that was a lot. But yeah, here we are.
Wow.
Life.
Life.
Weird shit, man.
Yeah.
Weird ass, journey ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, and so now we're narrowing in on the end of this campaign, and we're seeing the horizon where the new campaign will begin, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Daunting.
So in case you guys were wondering, we are going to do a campaign 2 after this. I know. And depending on how this one ends will depend on what happens in the campaign, obviously, because it will take place in the same world, but there will be a lot of variables that I won't even know until the end.
It's funny because you keep throwing confusing ass shit and twisty turns still, like in the final act. Like, there's still people just suddenly all dying.
And I'm just wondering what's going on and what's going to happen.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We might never know.
I feel like it's going to end on a cliffhanger.
It'll end with at least one of us not knowing what happened. It's like,
at least one of us.
Right?
All right, so now it's time for the Around the Campfire question.
Very timely.
So for tonight's Around the Campfire question, a little bit of creation on your part. The fire is spitting. Somebody restart the fire, please.
No, it's just racist towards half-elves.
What?
It's spitting on me.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Had to Okay, gotcha. Yeah. For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I'm going to allow you a little bit more creativity, much like the last one. But tonight you're going to tell me about heroes. There's heroes big and small, come in all shapes and sizes, forms, and all throughout history. Why don't you tell me about a hero from Argarian history that you admire? Gorbel.
Well, one of my heroes growing up was, coincidentally, Prince Othis. He was very well known for his swordsmanship, and I really admired that. I thought he was a super cool dude and real cute. Looks a little different now. But still handles the sword.
Wink.
No wink.
No wink! No wink!
Stop, take it back.
I take the wink back.
Thank you.
Pinwin.
When I think of heroes, I think of Hiro Nakamura. I loved him. Yep, I don't know. I might need a second.
Willem.
Yep.
I've always had an affinity for and looked up to Ilrendir, the elven ranger from the Bloody Brawlers.
I gotcha. And why is that?
Well, I mean, just kind of relate. I'm half elf. I handle a bow myself. You get the picture.
I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. Tomar.
I'm glad you asked, Seth, because...
Wait, who's Seth?
I mean... God? So I had already came up with this separate for fun, but the dwarves...
Is anyone surprised?
The dwarves have a...
Show of hands.
Fabled history with the Underdark, and there was this group of warriors formed called the Dark Rider Pact, and they made it their... sole purpose to drive back the monsters from the deep roads that led to the Underdark and close it off to protect everyone from the War of the Dark Place. And there were 8 of them specifically, but yeah, they came from a variety of houses, and they all took part in the last ride, and they basically sacrificed themselves so the gates could be sealed, and they were all really cool.
Nice. I like that. Pinwin.
So, way early in my adventures, I actually received my loot from a famous, who I consider to be a hero. He had so many stories told about him. His name is Pernonan Everly. And he, honestly, it kind of inspired me to become me, in a sense, because he was a magic musician, basically, and he went off on adventures and killed dragons, and he came through Shadeholm one time, and it was just he was so cool, and it was just really cool to hear all his stories, and I decided right then and there, that's me. I'm gonna do that, and then I did.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Right, very nice. All right, so shall we begin? So when we last left off, Gorbel and Pinwin had the 2 twisted sisters in the carriage, and Tomar and Willem had just stumbled back into the dining hall, filled with dead bodies. They don't appear to have been cut down in any way. There does seem to be a bit of ichor and vomit on the floor. It smells pretty terrible in there. But then, pushing through some of the bodies, Scipio, human, strapping, large dude, definitely has a warrior's build about him and a very
I don't remember him being a tough-looking guy. I remember him being like unremarkable.
He has the build. He doesn't look particularly mean or like weathered, but he does have a big build. He looks strong, but he stares right at you two.
What'd you do?
Freeze!
What happened?
Don't play coy with us.
I like to imagine you guys are shouting from the other side of the room because he's all the way on the other side, and there's just all these bodies in the way. I'm not playing coy. I just woke up here.
What do you mean woke up here?
Woke up from where? Where were you before you were sleeping?
The last thing I remember is walking through the streets of Deepminster and someone tapping me on the shoulder, and that was it.
God damn it. I think to the rest of the group, guys, Scipio's still alive here. Everybody else is dead. He got brainwashed or something.
What the fuck? Everybody...
Yeah, I don't... I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. Ricardo, Penny Lively.
We'll be there in a minute.
All right.
We race inside.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys see the same scene.
Oh my god.
Is anyone dying? Or are they all just dead?
They're all dead, except for Scipio, who hasn't moved from the other side of the room. He seems very confused, befuddled.
I check for Lord Marston.
Lord Marston is there underneath the arm of some big Mirren-Lug guy. Looks like he fell on top of him, but his face is like black with, as if he was choking on something.
Can I do well, it wouldn't be a medicine check because they're dead, but like to try and figure out what killed.
There'll be a medicine check.
That's an autopsy.
Autopsy. All
I'll
right.
do an autopsy check.
I'll do that as well.
Hang tight. I'm going to cut a random person open. No.
Finally got a natural 20.
Oh. Then I won't.
19.
31.
Nice. So you guys are able to discern that this definitely meets the criteria of poison.
I look over at the food table and I'm like,
Did you not eat a bunch of that food?
oh yeah, I definitely felt a rumbling in the tum.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Do we need to do something?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Did anyone else eat
I'm
the
great.
food? Were they eating the food? Was anyone eating the food?
people-
Literally everybody else ate the food?
Surely not everybody
People-
was
right?
eating.
People came and went while
I know
was over
people
there.
were drinking. That one guy told me to go drink.
Were any of you drinking? Surprisingly, I was not.
Didn't What's-His-Face offer you a drink?
Yeah, but I didn't want to drink after him.
I know.
Full of stupid juice.
Wow, we dodged that completely on accident.
What do you want to do?
This sucks. We came here for a business deal, and now she's dead, and Ricardo's dead, and all these other people, which is also very sad.
How
These are all powerful people.
What?
how many I hate to ask this, but this is ridiculous. How many souls can you bring back at a time?
These people aren't all worth bringing back. It costs a lot of resources to bring someone back from the dead.
But it's so sad.
It's like 1,000 gold every time.
I know who are we to pick and choose, but at least the people that we came here with, they didn't deserve that, and I feel kind of responsible for especially Dildane and Penny Lively.
I told
Like Penny
Ricardo
Lively brought
1
us
minute.
so that we could protect her. And I didn't want to bring Dildane to begin with.
Scipio, were you drinking? Were you sipping?
Where's Sippy Cup?
He looks really confused. I don't remember anything.
He was brainwashed and brought here.
Yeah, they probably didn't give him drinks.
You're in 3 bridges.
That's 3 bridges. That would take weeks to arrive at.
Wait a second. He's telling the truth, right? I'm going to roll insight.
Go ahead.
He could be acting.
Also, I'm going to give Tomar the diamond dust
Okay.
to help. Will this help with bringing people back?
19.
What?
He seems on the level. He seems like very confused.
Okay.
I just need legit diamonds. We have them in Wolves Rest. The diamond dust won't do shit, probably.
For this. Good for other things, though.
Yes.
So, Tell me, what is the last thing you remember?
I was walking through the streets of Deepminster, and...
When?
What day is it?
Thursday.
Does no one know what day it is?
What year is it?
What was your birthday on? I don't remember.
38th of winter.
I think it's 43rd. Or is it 38th?
Willem, I'm sorry. This is a
the 38th
terrible
of winter.
birthday.
38th of winter. 38th of winter. What year? This can't be right.
1100.
What?
We're also on Mars.
38th of winter. It was the 52nd day of winter when I was walking through the street.
What?
We're in year 380. Is that
380? It was 379.
okay?
Shit, dude, you've been out for a year.
That doesn't make any sense. What has happened here?
Okay, so you were walking through Deepminster, then what happened?
Someone tapped me on the shoulder and I turned, and that's the last I remember.
What were you doing in Deepminster?
I was on a patrol duty.
Any particular patrol?
Just my standard route, as far as I know.
Do you have anything on you that you didn't have before?
He starts patting himself down, and he's like,
Oh, what is this?
and he reaches into his...
He's got a gun.
Get him, bodega! And he pulls out a golden pendant with a glittering green eye emblazoned on it.
What is this?
That looks like a talisman.
And he, like, drops it.
I don't trust magic.
Oh,
Sorry, I think we were both going to do an Arcana check on
I was
it.
just gonna identify.
Identify?
It. Yeah,
Okay, unless you want to save identify.
I'm good. I'll identify it.
Cool, okay.
Let's not fuck around, shall we?
Fuck about.
All right, what is this? Surrender thine secrets to me.
Talisman.
Surrender your mysteries.
It is a talisman of luck. Its qualities are that it allows you to... mechanically, it will allow you to re-roll once per day anything.
It's pretty handy.
This seems unrelated to what has been afflicting you.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure why I have it.
Is there anything on it, like inscribed or anything?
On the back, does anybody speak Infernal?
Pinwin does.
Ah, there you go. On the back, written in Infernal, it says, Thaw, Day 7.
Oh,
So we're approaching thaw.
day 7.
No year.
No.
How many days until thaw day 7? For those listening, thaw is one of our months.
It's the last month of the year, and it's 10 days long.
And we're in the month before that, right?
Good.
Yes.
We might need to question those sisters a little bit more.
Where'd you put them?
They're in the carriage.
They could be fucking off right now.
They're tied up.
39 days between now and Thaw, Day 7.
Okay.
Is there any significance to thaw day 7?
Not like exactly. Thaw Day 10 is the last day of the year and is celebration, but no, nothing really about Thaw Day 7.
Let's go get the clones.
Yeah.
Wait, who are you?
Were you captain of the guard as far as you knew?
What? No.
That's what I thought. So
Was he
at
a
some
mole?
point you were promoted while you were in your stupor.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Congratulations.
Who are all of you?
We're the
You've met us before.
motherfucking
What?
wolves
I've
of
never-
Moonreach.
Met any of you before?
Oh, I wipe off my disguise.
You're the group from Deepminster.
Yeah.
I take off my mustache and my wig.
I peel my wig off.
And he looks over at you, Willem.
I stand straighter.
I don't recognize you, but new addition, perhaps?
You could say that.
What is happening?
I mean, we kind of told you already. You've been a puppet for somebody for some time.
Also, we don't know.
Something that happened here triggered your awakenness.
I see.
Sounds like you were under the control of the master.
The master.
Wore a mask. Kind of looked like this one.
Something about that seems familiar.
Yeah, sounds about right. That was probably who ganked you in the streets.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we must figure this out. This is a lot of death.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is the only death you've seen and not
I'm going to start heading out to the carriage.
like while you've
Okay.
been, you know.
Are you guys also going to head out to the carriage?
I'm gonna double back and grab that bag of gold from Marston's office.
Okay.
That was like 30 gold.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Pinwin, can you help me put Penny Lively and then Dildane in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay. And we shove them in there.
What about Ricardo?
Who?
I mean, I guess our relationship was based on lies. but still.
Relationship?
Our friendship.
Gorbel, you reach the carriage.
Okay, shove him in if you want.
But he had his... What if he's in an afterlife with his family and friends? That he
Then
was with?
his spirit won't come back. He'll have a choice whether or not to come back.
Okay. All right. More the merrier?
Shove him in. He's like a shovel. Push him into the bag.
Gorbel, you have reached the carriage.
Did you ever think the bag of holding would just become a giant body bag?
No. But part of me is not surprised.
I pull out the smart one.
Okay.
She is there, right?
Yeah, they're both in there.
Okay, good. I was just waiting for you to be like, she's gone.
She's dead too.
All right. You need to start talking about what's going on inside.
She doesn't say anything.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
She's not still gagged, is she?
No.
Why are you being silent right now?
She just stares at you.
She's not still charmed, is she?
No.
Oh,
It's been way over a minute.
right.
I think you need to start talking because we are killing your sisters.
She starts to wiggle her fingers in the air.
She's bound.
Oh, she can't.
She starts to wiggle them from...
Stop doing that. I kick her in the hands.
She doesn't make a sound, but she looks like she's in pain.
She can't.
Can you talk?
She shakes her head.
That was extra
I mean,
funny.
sometimes there are misunderstandings. Oops. But I heard you muttering inside.
You just saw her move in her mouth.
I thought you said she was muttering quietly.
It's what it seemed like, but you didn't actually hear anything.
Was she not even casting a spell?
Oh my god, did I just kick someone doing sign language? No.
For the audience's benefit, I was nodding.
No, well, I still probably don't get it. How do you communicate? She can't move her hands now, can she?
She just tilts her head to the side.
Can you write?
She nods.
Okay. Can I pull out a pencil, give that to her?
Sure. She's still bound.
Well, she can still move her little fingers, can't she?
That she's been kicked in.
Yeah.
She seems to have a tough time gripping.
Yeah.
Have you ever written something with your hands bound before?
Yes.
Is that part of training?
Yeah, military, they just...
Okay, I'm going to drop telepathic bond with everybody else
Okay.
because hardly anybody's in it anymore. And I'm going to recast it with her.
Okay. Yeah, you guys... Everything goes silent in your mind. You guys find that you can't communicate mentally right now.
Snake?
Hello?
What was going on inside?
Should we go check on Gorbel?
I have a purpose, and I was sent here for one specific duty.
What is that duty? Stop laughing.
Episode Duty 9.
Call of Duty. With just spell it the other way. Oh man. Thanks for listening.
To sacrifice myself here.
Why is everyone dead inside?
That I do not know. That was not part of the plan.
How long have you been here?
She tilts her head.
Ben where?
Here, at this mansion.
Only a few, maybe an hour. I arrived just before I entered.
Where did you come from?
I came from Deepminster.
Who were you with?
I was with my guard.
Who's your guard?
I don't know his name. He was assigned to me. The man inside.
Did he seem all there?
Probably not. I believe he was under some sort of spell.
By whom?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you know that?
I'm not privy to the answer. I do what I'm told. I don't ask questions.
You should.
Okay.
No, you're not going to start now. Okay.
If you're going to kill me, then do it.
We need more information.
I have none to give.
So, were you created by the Master, just like your sisters?
I don't know the name, the Master. And I don't have any sisters. I don't know how you created this doppelganger, but I don't appreciate being made mockery.
Then who are your parents?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you know that?
Because I was raised in a cell.
Where?
Somewhere, I'm not sure. I spent most of my life there.
In a cell?
In a cell.
What kind of a cell? What did it look like? Describe it. Is there a window?
There was one window.
What could you see from the window?
Mountains.
Mountains. Snow on top?
Sometimes.
What else could you see?
A river.
How big?
Not very.
What was the weather like?
Cold sometimes, warm sometimes. In the middle other times.
Whole range of seasons.
It's a 4-season cell.
It was out of 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's a code!
Who cared for you?
I had many caretakers. I never saw their faces.
What kind of food did they give you?
Mostly tasteless, bland bread. Sometimes meat, water to drink.
I think you need to come with me.
I think you should kill me. I'm not going anywhere with you. I have a purpose, and that purpose is not to go with you.
I think you need to come with me
Why?
because I think you have more of a purpose.
We disagree.
That's fine.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Oh my god, I pick her up.
She doesn't seem to really resist.
I don't know why you're fighting this. I carry her inside, plop her down.
You guys all see Gorbel return with Lalette.
What are you doing? We killing her?
She wants me to, so no. But
Where's the other one?
still tied up in there. Something's weird about that one. This one,
I go grab her.
this one doesn't seem to think that she has clones. She seems surprised by it. She also doesn't talk.
Huh.
Very strange. Says she was raised in a cell.
Willem returns after a moment with the other one over his shoulder.
I kind of set her down near a wall so that she can see Lalette, and I ask her, why does she not know about you and your sisters?
It's, she was not raised with the rest of us, so it's unlikely she even knows of our existence.
Why wasn't she raised with the rest of you?
Prototype?
I don't know.
Who raised her?
I don't know the answer.
Who
to that.
raised you?
The Master.
Okay. Do you know what her purpose was supposed to be tonight?
I knew that she was going to arrive, but I did not know beyond that. My purpose was not to ask questions.
Did you know what was in those vats?
No. I knew that there was some sort of magic in there, and I was told to guard them with my life.
What if I told you that it was just a bunch more of you in there?
She seems to consider that.
I don't quite understand.
So you already know that there's multiples of you and your quote-unquote sisters, right?
I'm aware that I have sisters, yes.
There were more of those sisters in those vats.
Where are they?
Well, now they're in the abyss
Why are they in the abyss?
because we hucked them in there.
Why did you do a thing like that?
Because we thought the vats were full of explosives.
Why would we have explosives down here?
You don't know why you're even here for.
Yeah,
Why would...
cordially invite you to suck a dick.
Why would... Why if me and my sister were here, why would this place explode? That doesn't make any sense.
Because that's what the Master does. He sends you guys, and then everything gets destroyed, including you and your sisters.
Why
but the
was
Master
she
was
not-
just here a little bit ago, and he made me leave.
I pull out the mask and I put it on. That was me.
Shit.
Why was she not raised by the master?
I don't know, but she...
What's different about her?
I don't know much about her. I just know that she was kept separate from us for some reason. I didn't even know of her existence until recently.
So you know of Thundara?
Yes, I know of Thundara.
So Thundara was in Deepminster, and they were going to use her for a ritual. We got there just as a bunch of cultists were melting your sister into the floor to try and summon monsters in Deepminster.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, under guess whose orders?
Yours?
The Master.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't care about you.
Well,
you were all created for sacrifice.
Well, the Master knows best, so if that's what our purpose was, I suppose...
I think to Lillette.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember being a child?
I do.
Lala, do you remember being a child?
How do you know my name?
They told me.
How do they know my name?
You told them.
We asked you.
Yes, that's right. No, I don't remember being a child.
So Lillette is a template.
Template.
So if we smash her skull in, can't make any more. Unless there's like a mold.
But why
they
her?
probably made a copy already.
So you know nothing of your origin?
You talking to Lola?
Yes.
I know that from the time that I was very small, I was raised in a cell. That's all I know. Until the last few years when I was allowed to leave.
Where did they take you?
They took me to different cities and towns, and I was...
And who was they?
Dark-cowled people that did not speak, much like myself. They brought me to different locations, and an array of magical people used spells on me, and here I am.
God damn it, I think this one was like kidnapped or something and raised in this cell, and now they're taking her around. It sounds like the cultists have been prancing her around the country.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with her? Or the other one?
I don't know why, but I don't feel like we should kill them.
The other one,
Let's
I
just
don't know.
just get them all together so that they're all in a pile. I don't know. Organization. I don't know.
And convince them that their purpose is bigger?
Well,
We can take them back to Wolves Rest.
This one doesn't even know of the master.
But she just knows following orders?
She was raised in a cell. She was raised in captivity.
Does she know who gave her these orders?
No, she didn't even know who was taking care of her that whole time.
I'm upset.
So she's just been following, like, a nothing person?
Where do you guys want to go? We can go back to Wolves Rest and regroup and make plans from there. I mean, we don't really have other business here other than them.
I mean, it's gonna look pretty bad. We stroll into Three Bridges and strike up a deal with Lola, and then she ends up dead, along with a bunch of other, like, aristocratic people, and then we bounce. I feel like we're getting fucked over by the council all over again. It's just, instead of burning villages, we're killing rich people.
Who would have had a motive to do this?
Rothia.
The Master.
And the Master.
And Rothia.
I feel like there were two different games going on here.
I do too, and I don't know if poisoning everybody was necessarily the Master.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a Master thing. That seems like a Rothia thing.
But what was that letter that you found?
It was signed by F, and it was pledged. They seemed to be speaking on behalf of all of Rothia, pledging Rothia's allegiance to Marston for some reason.
Do you think there are any other
He was
clues?
probably just a scapegoat. Like,
Super big scapegoat pawn.
They used him to get them all here,
Yeah.
and then just killed all of them.
Exactly. He was just a tool.
It's interesting, though, because it's not even the kings and the leadership of these countries.
Well, how do we know? Like, we didn't talk to everybody.
Right, but I mean, the king of Mirenlug is still in Mirenlug.
It did seem like it was a lot of the influencers, though, and the people that had a lot of dealings with the goings-on.
Do you think anybody has their invitation on them?
Probably.
I searched one of the bodies near us.
You start searching one of the Corcoligo people, and they do have a some sort of invitation-looking thing on it, though it is written not in common. It looks to be written in a form of common, but very likely Corkaligo in.
Can anybody read this?
No, I was pretending to be from Corkaligo.
Dildane can.
Dildane, can you read this?
There is no sound from the bag.
Can we? Let's look on
The bright
somebody
side.
else's body.
Most of the messages you find are in their respective languages. You do eventually stumble upon a veiled Linian. You find the body of Deslin and pull his invitation out. And it says, "A gathering where you are requested to attend. Some of the most important minds and wallets of Argaria will be in attendance. This is a special event and invite only." And then it has the details of the location. Lord Marston's Manor, 3 Bridges, Veldelin, 36614.
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. We can definitely tell which category Dreslin fell into.
Lord Marston did mention that everybody would know why they were here later.
To die.
He almost made it sound like there was going to be some sort of announcement.
Feel like it was a ploy, man.
I search Marston.
You search Marston.
Yeah.
You find a bottle of a dark-colored liquid. You find another rolled-up scroll. And you find another key that looks identical to the key that you found in his desk.
Is there a cork in the bottle?
Yes.
I uncork it and take a sniff.
It smells like alcohol.
I discard it and open the scroll.
The scroll is empty.
And it was,
Invisible ink.
It's very possible.
yeah.
There are spells that could reveal this.
Is there a fireplace or like a torch somewhere nearby?
There are torches, yeah.
Just on the off chance. I hold it up next to the heat of the torch.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I cast Dispel Magic on it.
Suddenly, words appear.
Great.
It's a very simple message.
We need some sort of ocular device.
It just says, hi.
It's
a picture of a dick.
yeah, from Big Lebowski.
Fucking nihilist, man.
It says, "Dearest Corinth Marston, I hope this letter finds you well. You above all others are my chosen concubine. Please do as I ask and gather those that I have requested. I will see you soon. Signed, F."
I think to Lillette, Lord Marston was talking quite a bit with you. What was he saying tonight?
He kept saying things about how he couldn't wait to give the announcement, but he was keeping it secret. He was very excited. He kept going on and on about a party next week that was going to be even bigger and better than this one, and I should stay and make sure that I attend that one as well.
Who arranged this party for you?
I was told at the alcove.
Alcove.
That is where I stay.
Where is that?
It is not far from here. Maybe 2 or 3 days to the north. It is where I receive my orders. It's where I live.
Do you still live in a cell?
No.
What do you live in now?
It is a...
Alcove.
It is a large manor underneath the ground.
Who do you stay with?
I am there by myself.
By yourself?
Yes.
Is there a town nearby? How do you get food? How do you survive?
Each morning food is delivered to me in the antechamber. I retrieve it. I ask no questions. And I do not leave the alcove unless I'm asked to.
How do they ask you?
There's a pool of water inside the alcove. My messages come through there. A hand lifts a scroll out.
That's not creepy to you?
It is all I've known.
Are you expected to return there?
Yes, after this.
So you weren't expected to die here?
Why would I be expected to die?
Wait, are you the one who can't speak?
Shit.
Why are you talking to me?
I convey this. I'm sorry, I don't want to waste time just repeating it all.
Yeah.
Do we need to go and see where she lives, or?
I think it's worth investigating at this point.
If we're doing that, we got to do that before we go back to Wolves Rest.
Should we check out more of this manor and see if we can find any other clues, any other notes?
Absolutely.
Where the fuck does that key go to?
Well, it looks identical to the one that I found earlier, so...
Maybe third secret door and
It
other
might just
things?
be another key to the same door.
Right. Maybe.
Or third
Or, yeah, he has multiple keys to multiple secret doors, but they all have the same lock. His password is password.
I mean, it seems excessive having copies of top secret keys,
I agree.
and you found 2 of them in one night. I mean, he's terrible at this.
Was.
Oh, I thought we could laugh about that now.
I'm chuckling.
Right, tough room.
Yeah, I think searching the rest of the manor may prove fruitful.
What rooms have you seen in this mansion?
Just this one and the foyer.
You were led directly in here?
Correct.
I'm going to unbind your legs, but you're going to have to come with us.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to untie her legs so she can walk because I don't feel like carrying her.
She's pretty much gonna follow you around, Gorbel.
Okay.
So,
You keep looking at me when you talk about it, and I don't like it.
oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. So what's everybody specifically going to be doing?
I figure we're probably going to be in a group,
Okay.
traveling,
I thought we were
looking,
gonna-
inspecting. I don't want to split up because we don't know who actually did this.
I thought we were going to Scooby Gang it,
So,
Scooby Gang.
split up and search
I
the
was-
mansion.
Yeah.
I think we should just do it together.
I vote together.
I mean, I know we've grown close over the years, but
We'll have to do everything together.
We
All right.
go together.
Lone wolves die alone.
You said you found his study?
yeah,
Where is that?
down the hall here.
And Willem leads you to the study. You guys see a room filled with books, various busts of figures of some kind, and a desk and a open section in the wall in the bookcases where a secret passage leads.
Secret passage.
Well, you've already been down there.
Yes, we have.
I look around under things,
Okay.
try to find anything tucked
Everybody
away.
give me an investigation.
Investigation.
Turn plus
21.
20.
and
20,
it is-
21?
I
6.
don't know. My shit's loading. I forgot what it was.
Panda.
Panda. Oh, no, I want panda.
Express.
Yes. 15.
Okay. Tomar and Pinwin, you're just kind of looking, you don't see a bunch. Gorbel and Willem, almost at the same time, you guys discover underneath one of the busts is another keyhole. Same bust. You guys are looking at it and you're like, wait.
What would be under there?
Well, let's find out.
Okay, be careful.
I like
A weird ass place for a keyhole.
I step to the side of the bust and insert it side from the side, and then turn the key.
The bookshelf that was pushed over to the side
Pussy ass bust.
slides back into place
Resident Evil shit up in here.
and then slides to the right, revealing not a passageway, but a ladder
Oh,
up into the ceiling.
ew.
Is there wind from the night air blowing down from the ladder?
There's not.
I look at Gorbel. Ladies first.
I have a person with me that I need to care for.
I'll go, because I'm not a coward.
Yeah, neither am I, asshole.
I'll just fly up.
Okay, you fly up and there's a There is a recessed space up in the ceiling, and then there's a
I bonk
hatch.
my head on it.
And then there's a hatch up there.
Is it locked?
Doesn't appear to have a keyhole or anything like that. It does have a cylinder handle, kind of like something you would twist.
I try to twist it.
Bop it.
It pops open.
Pull it.
Then I fly up through the door.
All right, you fly up there, and you find yourself in a room full of extravagant paintings, many more busts, and lots of chests.
Ah! Oh.
What's up there?
There's no windows in this place.
Stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Just come up here.
Okay.
On my way.
I'm climbing up.
Just hold on to me.
Climbing on up.
So you climb up
With Lilette,
over your shoulder.
draped over.
Do you left the other sister in the hall?
I can't carry them both.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
She's still bound.
Yeah. So you guys all climb up there, and you see the same thing. Elaborate paintings hang on the wall, and some are clustered down on the floor, all leaning against each other. Lots of chests in here. You count 8 in all, different sizes.
I can take.
You see a bunch of more of these busts. In the center of the floor is a symbol drawn in a circular pattern. Looks to be painted black, and it just depicts a large triangle with a circle in the center.
We've seen that before, right?
That's the symbol of the faith of Valtel. The 3.
Are there markings along the outside of the circle?
There are not.
Are there any markings on the treasure chests?
There are not.
What's the symbol painted in or drawn with?
It looks to be black paint.
Just black paint. Okay.
Very nicely done. Maybe it was done professionally.
What kind of paintings are these? Would we recognize them, or?
No, not really. They look to be of maybe somebody in history. There's some landscapes. They just look like general. They're very well done. They look like perhaps expensive. Perhaps he's a very wealthy man. It could be that he's just hoarding nice art.
Sure.
Or it's a trap.
It's a Rembrandt.
Do any of the paintings follow us when we move?
They do not.
So since I've encountered a mimic, would any of these treasure chests seem kind of mimicky? Could I roll
Give me a
something?
perception check.
Okay. Damn. Jeez, dice. 19.
None of them seem particularly mimicky.
Are they locked?
I don't know.
Should we open these?
Yes. I'm going to try to open them. I guess the first one I see.
It opens.
What's in there?
A fucking mimic inside.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Inside the one that you open, there's probably 10 cloth bags inside.
Of what?
They're containing something.
How big?
What is it, Pinwin?
There's 10 cloth
That's
bags.
size of a baseball, maybe.
I'll dump out the bag into the treasure chest.
Wait, what? Oh, you're gonna unloose it and
Yeah, just think.
dozens of copper coins spill out.
Oh, okay. It's coins. Copper coins, I guess.
Oh,
We're
just
hoarding
regular,
copper?
just regular currency.
I think so. I haven't touched it directly yet. I guess I touched the bag, but so this one's coins. I mean, I guess I'll empty the other bags. Are they
All the other bags that you enter empty are filled with copper coins.
okay? Let's try the next one.
You open up the next one, and it's filled with cloth bags.
Maybe instead of dumping them out, just
This is
take a
kind of-
look, maybe.
This is kind of boring treasure. I mean, it's great, but
Do any of the paintings, are they hanging on the wall?
Some are. Most of them are, but there is a cluster that are on the floor, leaning
The
against each
ones
other.
that are hanging on the wall, do any of them look out of place?
Give me perception.
That is a 16.
They all look like they were done by the same person. They all have the same signature on them and similar styles. It looks like a very artistically done signature, so you can't actually see the name of the person. All but one. There is a picture of what appears to be someone, if you kind of squinted, maybe be related to Marston. And that one has no signature at all.
How big is it?
It's portrait size, so it's probably 2 foot tall, 1 foot wide.
Okay. I'm going to look around the edges of the frame.
Okay.
And see if there's anything out of place there, or like if there's something behind the painting maybe.
As you examine the frame, you see just the corner of a slip of paper tucked into there.
I'm going to grab that.
Okay. You pull it out.
Let's read it.
It says, "Here's my gift to you. More will come in gold once you summon."
Let me guess, signed F.
Signed F.
Once you summon what?
The rest of the paper is cut off. Looks like something was ripped out of it.
While Pinwin continues rifling through the chests, I will inspect the busts.
Okay. The busts, give me an investigation.
16.
16.
Guidance. 19.
Okay. The busts all depict, by the way they look, probably Valtel peoples. Very plain looking, but they appear to be a little austere. They all, too, bear the same telltale signature as the paintings. Look like a multi-talented artist, all except one. One does not have a signature at all.
Does it have any movable parts? Like if I push the head back?
Nothing seems to move on it.
Can I break it?
You can make the attempt.
Just knock it down?
All right, you knock it down and it shatters on the ground.
Whoops.
What are you doing?
What the hell happened?
Slippery hands.
There is a single black key.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Was that inside?
Must have been. I meant to do that.
Where does this one go? Look around for a keyhole.
Yeah.
Everybody give me investigation.
What else does Pinwin find?
It's all bags of copper coin.
This is a boring treasure.
Copper is such
28.
a weird...
28?
This was investigation.
11.
13.
How many copper coins?
23.
23. In total, after all 8 chests are open, and each chest has 10 bags in it, and each bag has 100 copper coins.
Wow.
So 8,000 copper?
Correct.
Wow.
Some heavy shit.
Wow.
So...
You might want to put that somewhere.
In a bag of holding?
I mean, like, on beyond, so you know.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, Willem, as you're looking around the room, you spot a section of the wall that's slightly discolored.
I put some C4 on it.
That's so much copper.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over, investigate, maybe feel around, do a little knocky knock.
Okay. And Gorbel, as you're looking around, you look at the ceiling and you see that there's seems to be like some sort of circular black plate stuck to the ceiling high above.
Ooh. What is that?
You knock on the wall and it feels hollow in that section.
I'll go fly up to what Gorbel's looking at.
Okay. You fly up there and you see that it is a very thin black plate that seems to be pressed into the ceiling. Made of metal. Steel, perhaps? Sorry, iron?
Does it give when you push on it?
No. Seems very sturdy.
But there's no other features to it?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? Okay. Float back
What
down.
is it?
It's just a plate.
What?
It's a plate.
In the ceiling?
Metal plate.
Does it do anything when you push on it?
I pushed on it a little bit. Didn't happen.
Huh. That's weird.
Seems like it should be important since...
Right, but how would it even be held up there?
I don't know. It's like part of the ceiling or something.
Oh, I thought it was like maybe command strips or something.
Two-sided tape.
Huh.
So yes, that wall sounds hollow.
I take out one of my daggers and with the pommel, I just hit it.
It breaks away very easily.
All right, and then I sheath my dagger and just kind of knock the rest of it off. Guys, I found something over here in the wall.
What'd you find?
There seems to be a hidden compartment. I don't know what's in here yet, though. Take a look.
As the wall crumbles, there is a door and there's a keyhole.
Oh my god.
Is it black by any chance? The door and or the key
No.
portion? No?
Just looks like a door.
All right. I try and put one of the keys that I found previously in the keyhole.
Nothing happens.
Tomar.
Shove Willem out of the way. I got this one. And then I try and unlock it.
Rather than the door opening, from the ceiling descends the black plate.
Oh.
Ah!
And a long cylindrical almost pipe is now floating in the center of the room, essentially connected to the ceiling. It stays about 4 feet above the ground, and there's a recessed area inside, and in that recessed area is a very small bag cinched.
If it's more copper, I swear.
Well, let's have a look-see.
You open it up, and inside is a sapphire, as well as a single piece of platinum and a piece of crumpled up paper.
Ooh.
The sapphire, is it round?
It's kind of roughly hewn, so it's not really round. It's kind of like polyhedral.
Okay. It doesn't, let's say, just for the sake of brevity, it doesn't look like one of the memory stones.
It does not.
Okay. So I grab the paper and take a look at that.
All it says on it, it's a torn sheet of paper, and it says, "The Wolves."
What?
Guys, this was a trap.
Why?
I take the other piece of paper that I got from the painting and I put them together.
It says, "Summon the Wolves," signed F.
Ah.
Which one of you guys likes the shinies? Is it you? It's you.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I like fancy things.
Technically, we all like Chinese. Yeah. We
I
both do.
hold my hand out with the platinum and the sapphire.
Very quickly, I grab it.
It's a Gorbel.
Now that we know this is a trap for us, either they wanted us here specifically, or they wanted us away from Wolves Rest. I don't know if we should go directly to that cave for now. I think we should go back and then check on our people, in case something's happening.
But we were in disguise. Who was actually summoning us?
Before we make our way back, can you maybe send to Hazel and see what's going on there?
Yes. I will do that now.
Miss Benny Lively is the one who actually invited us.
Set up the business transaction.
Do
you think she was somehow...
I hope not.
I don't think that she would have been directly involved, but she could have somehow been manipulated. I mean, all these people were part of, like, big members of society, like the aristocratic economy.
I gotta call Ziggy.
I'm just
There could
curious.
have been a lot of strings.
Turn
being
around,
pulled.
buddy.
I wonder if
"Aw."
somebody who maybe had some insight into her business dealings tipped someone off.
I don't know at this point.
But why these stones?
It's platinum and sapphire, right? Mm-hmm. Does that mean anything specific to anybody?
They're valuable minerals and material. They could have just been payment.
It's true.
Why would this note be torn, though?
Because it's a game. No, I'm just fucking with you. I have no idea.
I'll try to cast sending
Okay.
to Hazel.
All right, what are you going to say?
Hi, Hazel. It's Pinwin. Things ended up weird here. Is everything okay there? watch for intruders, be on alert. Phew.
And after a moment, it returns.
Okay.
Pinwin, what are you talking about? We just had a conversation 10 minutes ago.
Shit!
Oh my god! Oh.
Cast ending again.
Wait, what happened?
She said, Pinwin, we just had a conversation 10 minutes ago.
Everyone come to me now.
All right, circle up.
There's a
Toss her over my
flash
shoulder.
of light. Blue. The symbol on the floor lights up.
Tomar, are you doing that?
Nope.
A radiant blue energy begins climbing all around the room, surrounding you.
I'm going to quickly say belled and try and cast Word of Recall.
Nothing happens.
Fuck!
Shit.
Gorbel,
Can we
you
climb down the
notice-
ladder?
Gorbel, you notice movement on your shoulder. Lillette starts writhing.
I put her down.
Her body seems to be morphing.
Into what?
Oh.
Into what?
You don't know.
Bitch.
Oh.
Suddenly, her body splits open,
Damn.
No.
and standing there.
No.
I don't know what it is, but no.
I don't like it. What?
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
What is it?
Chat.
How's it going, dude?
Standing there is this ethereal being, glowing radiant energy, and it looks around at all of you. And it speaks, and when it speaks, its voice is many voices at once. It starts moving its hands in the air, and everything starts to fade around you and turn black.
No.
And then, as if a flame being ignited, you guys find yourself on a rocky precipice overlooking a valley,
Yeah.
and the ethereal being is no longer there.
What?
The sky is both gray and like a dark purple. This is
this
not
starlight?
the material plane.
The valley, does it have a bunch of flowers?
It does not.
Okay.
Is this a starlight plane?
Does it look familiar?
No.
Where the fuck are we?
It doesn't look familiar like when I stuck my head in that one time. Not like that one either.
No.
Can we cast spells?
You find that you cannot cast spells.
no.
Damn it! What's around us?
Rocks, mountains, cliffs, and a yawning gap beneath you down into the valley. Hundreds of feet below.
Are there more, like, can we traverse upwards into the mountains, like further?
It looks like you could.
Guys, I'm going to see if I can maybe get a better vantage point up there.
Let's all go.
Yeah, let's get away from this edge.
All right.
God damn it, I just
Willem,
wanted
I'm so sorry. This is the worst birthday ever.
thought this was just going to be a fancy dinner party where we all pretended we were other people, and now it's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's okay. I just kind of wish I would have held on to Marston's stash of alcohol, but
Well, we have
let's
plenty
go.
of alcohol. If all else fails.
So you guys traverse upward. You descend
Descend uply.
You climb for a bit until you reach a plateau of sorts, kind of stretched out, and there's a door at the end of it.
What does it
Just
look like?
A standard wooden door that's not connected to anything.
Fucking Dark Tower
Fucking
shit.
dark
Well-
drawing of the three, motherfucker. Fucking lobstrosities coming for our fingers.
Do we have a choice other than to open this door?
Open. Nope. Let's open it.
Or should I
Pinwin-
kick it open?
Pinwin's gonna try to open it.
Do we bodega the door?
Well, let's not break it. It doesn't look like it's being held by anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Pin when you opening it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pin, when you open the door, and you guys see swirling magical energy inside, but you can't see beyond it. It almost looks like when you would transport via plants.
What the Monsters Inc. Fuck.
Well, do we want to
Go into the swirling vortex?
Here, I start getting my rope out, and I tie one end around my waist, and I toss the other end to Tomar. All right, man.
Are you having me go in?
I'm going in.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we can all go in. We can all tie ourselves to ourselves.
But if it's bad, I would like somebody here to pull me back out.
Okay, I guess give it a tug.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? I walk through the door.
Happy birthday!
As you walk through the door, Willem, the door slams shut behind you. The rope is severed.
I turn around holding the rope.
Is the door made of scissor?
Yeah.
You guys are just left standing, staring at this door.
Does it open if you open it again?
It does not.
He has the worst birthday.
Oh my god!
We should have all went in at the same time.
Oh my god! I kick the door.
As you do that, it flies off.
Oh wow! Shit!
And then disappears.
I told you not to bang on the door.
Oh my god!
Oh, you fucked up that time. Of all the things to not kick, that was the thing.
I thought it would open.
I told you not to bodega
Oh
the
my
door.
god! I didn't know that was a thing. I also didn't think doors would cut rope.
Ah, we're fucked.
We are so fucked.
Where even are we?
I don't know.
No, but where's Willem?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that shit?
What's in our town?
I'm gonna try and fly around and see if I can
my
find another
God.
door somewhere or something.
So you fly up and start looking. Give me perception.
Meanwhile, me and Gorbel are just
Crying.
like standing in one spot, like.
16.
16. You fly up and you look around at all the rocky crags and everything like that. You don't see any doors. However, out of the corner of your eye, it looks like several heads were peeking up and then suddenly recede from behind a rock face.
Fuck.
Hate it.
I fly back down. Somebody's watching us.
What?
But let's go talk to him. We have to know something.
You guys gotta be ready to fight if we have to.
Obviously.
Alright. Well, let's try and find a way in. They were inside the rock face.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
What?
I don't know. It's just gross not knowing what it is.
Well,
Just calm down.
Okay.
We've been through some shit before.
Which is exactly why I'm reacting like this.
Alright, we'll try and inspect and try and find a way in or something.
So give me inspections.
inspection. Better.
14.
Seth, you're evil.
Yeah, that was mean.
Slithering ass motherfucker.
13.
20.
All right, Pinwin, you find a catch in the rock. Looks like almost a little hook.
There's a catch in this rock here.
What do you mean by a catch?
Like a little, almost like a piece of metal hook. It's in a very specific shape.
Does it look pullable?
It's a crampon.
Would my
Try to pull it.
hammer haft fit in there?
It's too thin for that.
Okay. Would my finger fit in?
It's not quite that big.
Okay, I'm looking around trying to see if this is something we can open.
It looks like no. Like you're,
Then what the fuck is it?
it's a piece of rock. It's a large part of the rock facing.
I knock on it.
You knock on rock.
Okay.
Knock on wrap.
I never had.
Can I
Never
just
knock
like
on
pull
rock.
on it?
When you tug on it, it doesn't have any give. Looks like there is a specific function for it.
Yeah.
Can you lift it? Like a lever?
It doesn't seem to have any give. It just has this curious shape that is formed in.
Is this the puzzle you were messaging about? I hope it's not hard.
Does it look like something can be hung on it?
Potentially hung or put into it,
What size? Like sapphire or platinum size?
possibly.
Ooh, good thing he gave you those.
I pull them out and investigate and see if
The sapphire looks like it would fit.
Ooh.
I really wanted this.
Shit. Dude.
Maybe you can take it right back out.
Should I do that?
Man, you almost got sucked away with the key. Yeah.
Oh.
I do it. Oh.
Rather than a door opening, as if made of dust in a stiff breeze, part of the rock just disperses, revealing a doorway.
A doorway? So
Okay.
not a door.
Not a door.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay
Together.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Willem only wanted to go first.
not
and
doing that
ahead
rope
and stuff.
thing
You get
again.
sucked away. That's what happens.
I'm like clinging to
On your
part of
birthday.
Tomar's armor.
I cling to Pinwin's head.
All right, let's
Top of his
shuffle
head.
in.
All right, you begin shuffling in, and it's a rocky corridor, very unfinished, very rough, as if it was very hastily carved into the rock. And you move through and follow down this passage for a while, and then it makes a sharp right turn. And when you go around the corner, you see a blank wall with an inscription on it in Infernal.
Oh. What does it say?
I point Pinwin's head at the inscription.
Says,
You fucked up.
"You done goofed, idiot."
Welcome to hell, bitch.
Those with no hate in their heart can pass.
Oh no. Oh no.
So
Pinwin.
can pass.
Who do I have hate for?
Ugly people, dumb people.
That ex-girlfriend of yours.
She's dead. That doesn't count.
You still hate.
No, it's over.
Pinwin doesn't hate, right? You just a little angsty and ragey about
Out of
his
the
home
three of
being
us, you
destroyed.
have the least hate.
Least
Some
amount.
Last Crusade shit.
Okay, so
You better look out
Well,
for
we can
And
all
how do I
try.
enter
It's
into
coming
I'll
out of
try
the fucking
first.
wall.
How
and
do
then
we
I run
enter
at the
into
door.
it?
You
Oh.
run at the door.
Yeah.
Tomar, you're our like de facto leader.
You don't hate people? Or you
Tomar, as you strike the door, you are rebuffed and you feel an intense pain through your body. You take 120 points of damage.
Blunt.
What kind of damage?
Acid? Acid? 10 years?
Oh my god.
Oof.
I hate this.
Yeah.
Time damage. You take time damage.
It's radiant damage.
Oh man.
Aw.
Tomar, are you okay?
No, that hurt like a
Why did you
motherfucker.
run?
Okay, let me try.
I'm not resistant to that.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Run right
Run?
at it.
Well, okay, maybe not run. Can I inspect it closer to see if there's something else that should be done that's not running into it?
There's no further instructions.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in toaster.
I'll try to run at it too.
You don't have to lead. Don't follow my example just 'cause I ran at it.
So you run at it?
Or I guess before I run, like, does anything happen when I touch that spot?
You try to touch it? Mm-hmm. You touch it and immediately feel yourself being yanked in. You guys watch Pinwin disappear.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Is this gonna happen to everybody now?
Do you have a potion or something?
No.
Okay, well, I'll make do.
I was gonna say, you're like the most healy motherfucker.
We don't have spells.
Should I touch it?
Oh,
should
that's
I?
right.
Yeah.
Should I see?
I don't think so. That was a bad time. I don't recommend doing that.
I'm not gonna run into it. Shit. Okay, what do we do?
Keep exploring.
Yeah, see if we should see if there's more rooms and shit in here.
As
Tom?
you guys turn around, it is no longer the same path.
Oh.
Now there's a forked path behind you.
What? Oh my god.
Let's go down the same path together
Yes,
first.
yes, yes.
I'm assuming we're being split up on purpose,
I think that's
but
a thing.
we should at least... I mean, it's fitting that it's us, right?
Yeah. Let's
have
go.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay.
I hope you do what I think you're gonna do.
You guys take the left path?
Yes.
All right, you guys move down the left path.
I let Gorbel go first.
I'm like reaching behind me, trying to make
And I'm
sure
like
he's still
pushing
there.
her
Because
like
he's-
at arm's reach
Because he's
away.
not a coward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that hurt.
And you guys walk down the path for a bit, and suddenly it opens out, and you realize you're staring out over a precipice again.
What? Turn around.
All right.
It's a brick wall.
Behind us?
Yes.
What?
You have about 4.5 feet of room between
Oh.
you and the edge.
Well, where the fuck do we go from here?
Just hang on, and then I'll fly out, and then see
Does
if we
that
can see another
work?
passage. Well, like he said I could fly
Oh,
earlier.
that's right.
Mm-hmm. So you fly out,
Yeah.
leaving Gorbel in the path?
No, I picked her up.
Okay. You guys fly up above all of this, and as you look down, you can see a large symbol carved into the rocks far below. It's a circle with a triangle and a circle in the center of it. And as you float near, it starts to light up. Blue energy. Suddenly the ground and rocks around you begin to shake. There's a bright flash of light. Willem, you find yourself in a familiar setting. You appear to be in Gorbel's gargantuan mansion.
Gargantuan mansion.
Are there any of like the usual like servants? or
Yeah,
anything there?
they are there, but they all seem they're standing in a straight line at the ready,
like front to back or side to side.
side to side. They're all standing next to each other, poised.
And are we like in the entryway?
You're in one of the back hallways near the kitchen, but they all seem to be forming a specific direction.
Okay. I look at one of them and I ask, "Is Gorbel here?"
You receive no answer.
I figured. All right, I follow the direction that it seems that they seem to be leading me in.
You follow them all the way to the study, and you can see Gorbel's crest hanging above the fireplace, and reposed in a chair is Mandorin.
What?
Oh boy.
He's sitting calmly.
It's your daddy.
Daddy! My birthday, Daddy!
In my house.
Father!
And he looks up as you enter, and he smiles. And he holds up a red gem. And he says, "Happy birthday, son." Pinwin, you find yourself in a cylindrical chamber.
Of knives.
Of
Like this,
death.
you nice, non-hating motherfucker! Knife.
Need more people.
Julius Caesar.
It appears as though on the wall are magical moving shapes all around this circular chamber. There is no door behind you, and there is a pedestal in the center of the room, and a tiny blue flame, maybe the size of a thumbnail, is dancing above this pedestal.
I'm gonna move closer to it.
As you move closer, the flame starts to get a little bit bigger. It almost seems to be expanding and contracting like a heartbeat.
Oh, that's weird.
Thump thump. Thump thump.
What do I
Thump thump.
do?
Thump thump. Thump thump. Thump thump.
What happens if I touch it?
You gonna touch it?
Yeah.
So you place your hand on it, and instantly the flame surrounds your hand, and it almost fits like another grasping hand. And you realize that as you move it, each direction that you do, one of the moving shapes starts to form an image, and the longer you hold it on, the image becomes more clear. Each time you do it, the picture stays, but you're realizing you're looking into a window into something, and you focus on the first one, and you see the streets of Wolves Rest and people walking through. The next one on the wall, you see the streets of Deepminster. Then you see an unfamiliar city with a lake in the distance, a massive lake. Then you see the abandoned streets and overgrowth of Moonreach. Then you see a bird's eye view of the Blue Valley. And finally, you see the abandoned streets of another unfamiliar city that's filled with hobgoblins. They line along the balconies. The streets are empty, but they're at attention. It's in the mountains somewhere. And as you look at that first one, Wolves Rest, slowly some shapes come into view. You see yourself and Gorbel, Tomar, and Willem walking down the streets, smiling at each other. And slowly, they all begin to draw their weapons. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Bitch, what? Oh, God. Man.
Wow.
Man.
Poop.
Duty.
Yeah. Shit. Okay.
Caca.
Wow.
I took a hard right turn.
At least you got a present on your birthday.
I don't know if I want this present.
Okay.
It's from your dad. He seems nice. It's not a present.
Not my dad.
present, not
Not
your
my
dad.
present. Not my dad. Not my mansion.
Not my president.
Wow.
Hashtag not my real dad.
All right, so tell me why you guys deserve boon.
I don't even know.
For getting
Because we're
fucked up.
awesome. We're really not good at celebrating Willem's birthday.
I don't know, that was a pretty good shindig.
We
You had
all-
a party, people died.
I had a great time. we
we
were
all found some stuff.
fucking Resident Evil up in that shit. Fucking will you take the dagger?
Oh man, no.
I don't know, Seth.
Just being investigatory.
Yeah, like we all kind of worked in
Scooby
tandem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did all work together very well in this episode.
For what, though? For what?
At what cost?
Acid?
You know, we could have just not gone up there. Could have just.
We could have just
That's
left.
true.
Could
It's
just
very true.
Too curious for
God.
our own good.
Bunch of cats
We all need to just start going to bed early,
eating our greens.
minding our P's and Q's, and stop getting into these messes.
Quit running around the house with a pickle in my mouth.
We jacked your copper though. We jacked your copper though.
Yeah, we got that. 8,000 copper.
Okay.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Wow.
Okay, sure, you guys all get 5 points toward boon.
Yay.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
wild.
Yeah.
So it was Wolves Rest and the Hobgoblin Town in Moonreach and Deepminster. And where else?
And another unfamiliar town with a large lake.
Okay.
Totally Ron's wall.
Okay.
I think it's Rose Lake.
Oh, you think?
I think so.
You think?
If I had to guess,
It's Atlanta.
Atlantic City.
That
Atlantis.
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVP scene.
Holy shit.
The most valuable player character, whoever you think deserves an extra 5 points of boon.
I don't know.
I'll give you some time to think about it.
When did this episode start? Like,
With
what
Yosipi
happened?
or Scipio.
Scipio.
Everyone was dead.
The humans are dead.
I wanna be dead with my friends. I wanna be dead with my friends.
All right, is everybody ready?
No.
I guess.
All right, on the count of 3. Remember, Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. 1, 2, 3, vote! We've got 2 votes for Gorbel, 1 vote for Willem, and 1 vote for Tomar. Gorbel, why'd you vote for Tomar?
Because he stayed with me till the end.
That's it?
He found the black key. But see, now I don't know if anybody is valuable for finding any of that shit. Like, I feel like we may have just fucked ourselves. I don't know. I'm not in a good place right now. But he's carrying me right now. Away from the things that I don't like below. So I'm going with him.
Pinwin, why'd you vote for Willem?
I mean, he helped us get to this stuff, but again, yeah, that
Thanks,
ended
Willem.
up bad. Also, it was his birthday, and I feel really bad about it.
Let's not forget who said that they wanted to start at the study anyway.
Willem, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
I rolled a d4.
Fair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tomar, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
I just really like how into the tension and fear she got with the.
Yeah, there was one point where
I know that's legitimate, but
I broke character hard.
I just like the idea of Gorbel doing that. Just really scared of supernatural stuff. I don't understand. I'm scared.
I hate magic.
All right, that means tonight's MVPC is Gorbel Icetower.
Yeah.
5 points of boon to you.
Whoa.
Okay, Booner.
I'm taking away boon from you.
No.
Give me back that boon.
Oh no. Give me back my son.
All right, well, that's it. Guess you guys will have to stick around till next week to find out what's going on.
See how them Duke boys going to get out of this one.
Yeah, how the Duke boys going to get out of this one? Thanks to Chad Pieper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you out there in the podcast land that are listening to this, downloading this, and contributing to our cause. We really appreciate it. Keep checking out our social media. Check out our Patreon. Please, please make us warlocks. We want it. We want it. We want it. Please. And then, as always, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. I think that's it for this week. Stu-tained next week, and
What is wrong?
stay tuned.
Seth is breaking.
I'm slowly returning to my home planet. Beam me up. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Bye.
Hopefully.
Hard cut to Willem's disfigured, jawless body, like on the beach of the abyssal plain. Shit.
A drink in hand. Always look on the bright side of life. Trying to whistle.
Did we offend people that don't have jaws?
Yes.
Everybody should have a copy of Jaws.
Standard emergency gear.
Standard.
What have you got for campfire questions tonight?
Ah, fuck. Give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk
I
amongst
can see your
yourselves.
judging eyes judging him.
Judgingly.
Judging me.
Fairly, I would say.
I was going like I was gonna do Neil Diamond.
Judging me.
Judging you. Sweet D&D. Ba, ba, ba.
That's a great Neil Diamond.
Thank you.
It like turns into old lady smoker voice.
It's not far off. It's not far
That's
off.
how Neil Diamond sounds, guys.
I don't know if you've never heard Neil Diamond before.
Oh, I have. Somebody in our house is obsessed with Neil Diamond. Argus.
Thank you.
Is that how you play piano?
That's how I type too.
I was typing the other day and thinking about how fucking crazy it is, like how normal and natural typing feels, but how weird it is that you're just like spelling things out
Right.
with, and you know where your fingers are supposed to go.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, maybe I could have played the piano.
Yeah.